Okay, WMG and UMG, you've gotten too greedy for your own good, and you're about to get on my nerves. As anybody that's looked at my channel knows, I like old music and vintage electronic equipment. And you've noticed I've posted some fairly obscure records on my channel. I have the more common records, but I'm afraid to post them because of the copyright police. Obviously, I don't want my channel to get whacked because WMG or UMG or whoever is greedy and thinks that I'm cutting into their profit margin. So last night, I attempted to post this 45 RPM record by the Ides of March. Song is called Giddy Up Ride Me. The Ides of March had a big hit in 1970 with Vehicle. In fact, that's really the only song by them that you ever hear on the radio, and it's getting so you don't even hear that song as much anymore. So I thought, what the heck, this is an obscure record that somebody might like to hear again, so I'll post it to YouTube and make somebody happy, and maybe they'll like what they hear and go out and buy the song from somewhere. Yeah, that was a no-go because WMG thought it was best to block the video in all countries, and so therefore I had to take it down because nobody could see it anyway, so what's the point of it being there? Alright, so we don't get to hear that song, sorry. So tonight, dug out another obscure 45, Here Comes the Judge. Flip side is The Trial by Pigmeat Markham. Posted the A side, and it was blocked in all countries by Universal Music Group, along with a nice big strike placed on my account. The only way I could remove that strike was to delete the video. The B side, they blocked that video in Germany and Japan, but it's viewable everywhere else and no copyright strike, so figure that one out. Now what I don't get about this whole thing is once upon a time, during the 60s, 70s, in that era, people listen to the radio to hear the latest music. That's how they heard what songs were out. They heard a record on the radio they liked, they went out and bought it. Everybody was happy. Well, as we all know, the radio is not what it was in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and early 80s. It's pretty much just a commercial wasteland that plays the same 20 songs over and over again, so obviously people don't get exposure to these records like this, and a lot of people don't even know they exist. So that's where YouTube comes in. People can get on YouTube, stumble across a record that they like. Maybe they've never heard it before, maybe it's something they hadn't heard in 40 years, but they like it and they want to buy the song, so, you know, they buy the record and that's that. But since these greedy publishing companies like UMG and WMG choose to block videos, that means that people do not get the exposure to this music. And if people are not exposed to it, it's not going to entice them to go buy the music. So WMG and UMG, you're shooting your own selves in the foot, and personally, I think it's good enough for you. I mean, what do you think people are going to do? Strip the audio from a scratchy 45 RPM record posted on YouTube and cut you out of a few dollars? Yeah, it might happen occasionally, but I don't think it's that widespread. Like I said, y'all are shooting your own selves in the foot by cutting exposure to these songs off that people might actually go out and purchase if they could hear the music And one more thing, I would be very upset if I was one of these people who actually put a lot of effort into the videos I made. That's really one reason I don't put a lot of effort into them. Because of that, it'd be just my luck to go to a lot of effort putting a video together, and then you assholes block the video, and then I'm just out all that time and effort. Okay, so I'm done ranting about UMG and WMG for tonight. I'll keep posting more obscure records, and the ones that go through, great, and the ones that don't, well, not a whole lot I can do about it. Okay, thanks for watching, and more to come later.